Today on the channel, I'm going to show you how to play Every Breath You Take by the Police. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to play Every Breath You Take by the Police. This is a really great song to learn if you're a Police fan. It's also great to learn if you're trying to stretch your hands out and build on these muscles and get a little bit more strength and ability to play bigger chord voicings. And it's a good example of how to arpeggiate chords. It's got a pretty simple chord structure throughout the song, but the chord voicings are a little complicated. So let's take a look at it. The song, we're going to play the song in the key of A. I'm tuned to E flat because the album is tuned to E flat. So the reason I want to do this lesson in E flat is if you tune to E flat, then when you play along with the track, you're already in tune with the record. And if you do a backing track, you're already in tune. So anyway, let's take a look at it. So basically the chord structure in this song, we're going to be playing an A to an F minor, F sharp minor, a D major, an E major, into an F sharp minor. Okay, now A major and F sharp minor are relative, so it's the same key. So you could say the song is an F minor or F sharp minor or A major. Okay, so once again, the verse courses are A major, F sharp minor, D major, E major. So it's a very simple classic chord progression, but what the Police do with this song is pretty ingenious. So let's take a look at the verse part first, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to break this chord into a pattern that sounds like this. So what we're doing is we're playing a lot of suspended chords here. So we're doing like that's an A sus2 because for an A, that's an A, that's an A, and there's our 2 note right there. So we got a root, a fifth, and a second, and we got the major third in there. So it's really nice. We've got a major chord, and we've also got the 2 in there as well. So it's almost like an Eric Johnson chord, right? It's really nice. Now what I've got going on, I'm playing through my Fractal Axe 8. I've got a Fender or a Sir Badger patch that I'm running through my Axe 8, and it's pretty distorted, but I've got the volume turned down quite a bit, so it's got a little bit of breakup, which gives it headroom, it gives it warmth, right? And I've got delay and reverb set. You can hear the delay and the reverb. That's kind of what I've got going on. Andy Summers and the Police used a lot of delay, a lot of dotted eighth delay and eighth note delays and reverbs, a lot of chorus. I'm not using any chorus today, just reverb and delay. So on this A sus2 chord, what we're doing is we're on the low E string here on the 5th fret, and then we're on the A string on the 7th fret, and we're on the D string on the 9th fret, so it's like that, okay? And then the major third is on the G string, which is on the 6th fret. So I'm going to arpeggiate, I'm going to go. And I'm palm muting, all right? So when you palm mute, it gives it kind of that plunky, thumpy sound. Now if you just play this on a nice clean amp, it's not going to give you that headroom, it's not going to give you that bump, that push that we need. Okay, and when you palm mute, it's going to give the delay and the reverb a little bit more presence, like it's going to make it pop a little bit more. So slowly that arpeggio is. And I'm down picking everything just because I want to be able to really be percussive with it. You can alternate pick if you want. There's not really a right or wrong way to do this. Sometimes I'll catch myself alternate picking maybe one note. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling at the time, but most of the time I'm doing downstrokes. Okay, and then the next chord is this F sharp minor, and it's got a 2. It's also got the 2 in here, and the minor is right there. Now this is probably the hardest chord of the entire song because the lower you get down on the fretboard, the frets get wider apart, so it's a bigger stretch. This is a big stretch. This one is a lot bigger. And what's key in doing this chord stretch, for a while you kind of hear all those notes at once. Each note kind of holds into the next note. And so that arpeggio is basically, it's going to be on the 2 on the low E, the 4 on the A, and the 6 on the D string, and then the 2 on the G. That's a beautiful chord. That's a dotted eighth delay that I've got going on, so it sounds like a tick-a-tick-a-tick-a. All right, so the next chord goes to a D major. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to do this D sus2. So I'm going to be on the A string on the 5, the D string on the 7, and the G string on the 9. And then I'm going to go. I'm going to play the G string on the 7th fret. So slowly it sounds like. Slide up 2 frets to the E shape and do the same exact thing. So that D is then E, and then sometimes they go back to the A, and other times after that E they'll go down to the F sharp minor. So slowly from the beginning it's going to sound like this. That's pretty cool. Now when it goes to the chorus where he goes, "Oh, can't you see?" He's going to go to a D, same shape that we did on the D. You belong to me. Go to the A. How my poor heart aches. We're going to slide up 2 frets, do the same thing like the A shape that we did, but we're going to be on a B. To an E. All right, so that "Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. How my poor heart aches." B to an E. So from the very beginning of that part, it goes. first. All right, cool. Now, one thing that he does also is during that, oh, can't you see that thing? He does like this. There's like an A note that he's playing, like. So he's gonna. There's an overdub guitar where he goes. He's just playing that single note A on the you can play it on the B string, on the 10th fret. You have another guitar player, okay? And there's another overdub part that he goes, where he's going, and there's like a little keyboard part that goes. He's basically just hitting an E and an A. You can play it here on the 9th and the 10th fret on the G and the B string. They're kind of pounding those two notes outwards. Kind of creates a drone effect, okay? So those are two little overdubs that are on the song. Now there's a bridge where he goes, since you're gone, I've been lost without a trace. And basically all he does there is he goes F to a G. I look around, I can only see your face. And you I can't replace. Something like that. I long for your embrace. I keep calling, baby, baby, please. Back to the beginning. So that's just F to a G. You can play an F sus2 up here. And that's where he kind of adds more gain to a G sus2. So that's a challenging song. Really big stretches, a lot of nice delay and reverb. You got to make sure each note has its own zip code. Each note's got to be heard. It's got to be clear. This is a great exercise to learn if you want to learn how to do, big chord voicings and alternate chord voicings for different songs. Get your alternate picking kind of in order. Lots of good things to learn in this lesson and benefits to your playing. So I hope it was helpful. Hope that you enjoyed the lesson. If you did, please consider subscribing, comment below, and as always, have a great day. Peace out.